Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for the collective for Thursday, January 27th, 2022. Did I say that right? Yes. I always mean to check before I go live, and then I'm like, oh, whoops. Yes, January 27th. I'm going to start with the Good Tarot. Haven't used this one in a little while. And we will see what's going on for all of us, for the collective. So what kind of energies swirling around. We start with the messenger of air. Pretty swift energy. I'll pick the cards and then speak to it. Seven of Earth. Okay. Good morning, Jojo. Call. And Ace of Earth. Okay. Okay, let me explain why I'm laughing here. Okay, so there's something going on here where you're at a crossroads, or you're coming to a crossroads. You're coming to a decision point where you need to figure out, do you continue forward on the track you're on, or do you diverge from that? Yeah, thank you, by the way. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Yeah, so you're at this point, you're coming to this kind of fork in the road, and I'm not totally sure. It's I think what it is you are, because of course this when we're at a crossroads, we're assessing where we've been. We're looking at how good it's been up to this point. Is it worth continuing to put our energy and effort and time and care into something? Or is it just not paying off? Is it not fulfilling enough or at all? Um, and I guess there's this one caveat where you don't want to get stuck in a certain way of thinking. Hey, good morning, Redbeard. Welcome. I mean, good afternoon. Yeah, kitty confirmation right there. You don't want to get stuck in a certain way of thinking, in some kind of dogmatic ideas, or it's like, well, this is how it's always been, so this is how it's always going to be, or this is how I've always done it, this is how I'm always going to do it. There's a need to potentially stretch beyond what you're used to doing, to expand. I was saying in a reading the other day, like flexing your boundaries, like, um, be open to thinking in a new way, or seeing something in a new way. I get this image of like a prism, where you've been kind of focused on this one side of it, and it's just needing to like turn it just a little bit, and it's like, oh, there's all these different sides. But it's like understanding that as you pull your focus back, you can see differently, you can see the bigger picture. um um so you're at this crossroads, right? And I feel like you pretty quickly figure out what you need to do. And it has to do with your purpose, your mission in life. You're getting some kind of call, and it has to do with it. It's directly tied to how you make a living. This is about prosperity. Purpose meets prosperity, where once you're doing something that you really that just fulfills you in some major way, um, the prosperity naturally comes because you're aligned with what you're meant to be doing, and that raises your vibration, and that allows more good to come in. More, it's there's momentum building here that leads you to this new beginning. Whatever this new beginning is, it is going to be prosperous, and you're dedicated to this idea because it feels so good, it lights you up, and you start to see the payoff pretty quickly. Maybe you already have a vision of this, and then, like, as you go, it's just, it starts out small, but it grows and it grows and it grows in terms of the literal results, the physical results that you start to see. It could be money, it could be something else. Doesn't have to be, but it's something that is undeniable, um, in your life that you can somehow experience in the 3D reality with your five senses. Okay, so I'm going to go to another deck. Okay. I think I'm just going to go straight to the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Cup of tea. I like that. Welcome. Okay. We've got faith. Faith, because when you are making a choice, I have a feeling you're going in a new direction than you've been. Um, Usually we do not know what's going to happen, what's going to come down the pipeline. And so there's this need to trust and have faith that this call, this thing that is getting you so riled up in a good way, you're meant to be doing it, and you're meant to be leaning back into it. This isn't about forcing something. This isn't about muscling your way through some obstacles or something like that. Whatever this is, it requires consistent effort, but it doesn't require hard work. Like, it doesn't feel like it's something where you can take lots of naps, where you can rest, you can allow the doors to open for you so you know what to do next. The masculine. I think this is you embodying this masculine energy. It's so funny because it's like, I was just saying, you don't, it's not about muscling your way through anything. I love how the universe does that. I don't know, maybe a little bit. um, it's, this feels like your energy where you are. The masculine energy to me speaks of it's very action oriented. It's taking it's taking very decisive steps, being almost laser focused and going for something. But next to this card, it's there's a balance. It's not being so laser focused, at the expense of everything else. I guess it's like I was saying, it's some kind of you're being consistent in moving forward, but you also understand that it's going to take time to get where you want to go because of the moons here. We've got the cycle of the moon. It's not something that you can force or rush. And so you're taking action, but you're also allowing yourself to lean back and let the doors open as you go. And growth. This is this is handing I want to say handing the wheel over to your higher power. This is you just kind of allowing yourself to 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 grow through this process. Um you can't help it because once you're on this track, once you're following your calling, it's this is a natural byproduct. And growth, it all the roots and everything, it takes time. It takes time, but it continues to happen. And it builds and builds and builds. Yeah. Destination may be the same, but the path is different. Absolutely. And blossoming. Growth, got the vegetation there, the roots, all that. And then here come the flowers. Blossoming, you are blossoming into your life. You are I'm going to say it. This is a glow up. This is whatever this new beginning is. It's you're finally like, "Oh my god, I figured it out. Took me however long, but I'm finally there." And oh my god, that's amazing. Feeling just feeling like you you have some kind of natural ability where, kind of like a savant where, you haven't tried something before, but then you start doing it and you're like, "Oh, yeah, I get this. Yeah, this makes sense." Like you just naturally do it. It just comes so easily to you, even if you've never done it before, which I love, which is just gonna bring more and more prosperity into your life because it feels good, it feels easy, it feels fun, you know? So, whew, awesome. I love this reading. This is amazing. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so, so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.